That's the most frequently asked question on Twitter at the moment. When red dot? My monthly analysis of Bitcoin charts. First chart is the stock to flow chart, and not much has changed because Bitcoin closed this month at 42,000, and that's the same as last month. So we're still a little bit below the stock to flow line. Stock to flow line is between 50 and 60K. So that's still 40% up to reach that line. And we have 3 more months to do that because the halving is in April. And April is month 0 in my model, the last blue dot. So we have 3 more blue dots to go. Well, let's hope it goes towards that line. That is at least what I expect. And that's what it did last 3 times. Next chart, RSI. There, same story, not much has changed. It's the RSI is 62 like last month, and again we have 3 more blue dots to go. And if we look historically to the last 3 blue dots before the halving, we see here in 2020 this big dip, and many people are referring to that big dip like, okay, we're gonna have a big dip before the halving. Well, not necessarily, because this was, of course, the COVID dip. I'm not saying we can't have another COVID in the next 3 months, but this was a worldwide event that impacted all the major financial markets and, of course, Bitcoin too. But the odds of that happening before April are not that high. So if we go 4 years back to 2016, the last 3 blue dots were up, up, up. And if we go to 2012, we have blue dots in the range 65, 70. So that's at least a little bit higher than we are today. But yeah, 1 dip here. I don't know why. But mind you, I think the important thing is that it's above 50. The RSI is above 50. And everything above 50 indicates an uptrend. So we're still in an uptrend. And that means that the next 3 months towards the halving, in general, should be up. To maintain that trend. I don't think it will dip back below 50, the RSI. So we will stay in the uptrend area, and chances are high that we're just slowly crawling up. That is consistent with the stock to flow range of 50 to 60K if we go up from here. Third chart is the moving average, the 200-week moving average. And that moving average is 31,000 right now. Bitcoin is 42, so it's higher than the 200-week moving average. And it's diverging. Bitcoin is diverging from the 200-week moving average. If we look historically, when Bitcoin is diverging from the moving average line, and here too, you won't drop below that line. So that could mean, not a guarantee, but it could mean, and that's also my opinion, that we will not drop below 31K again. It's sort of the floor at the moment. The nice thing is that this floor is rising, because as you can see, the 200-week moving average is always going up. It's always rising. So next month, it will not be 31. It could be 32 or 35, because what we can also see, it's rising faster. It's curving up. So sometimes in the bull market, the moving average is curving up, like here, and sometimes when the bear market comes, it is curving down. And right now the rises are getting faster and faster. So that's very interesting, because that means this floor will go up. Next chart, Bitcoin in profit. 90% of all the Bitcoins out there, 90%, orange, is in profit. That's the highest monthly close since October 2021, the all-time high of 61. So this is the highest percentage profit since this all-time high. Only the 2021 buyers here are in loss. Everybody else is in profit. And we can only have blue after red. Blue after red. Here also blue after red. And same happened here. We have red, then blue. We haven't seen red yet, so I do not expect blue to come back. We first need the red. And also after orange, after the 90%, always comes 100%, a new all-time high. So this means that we see another all-time high before another crash, in my opinion. And usually that is 6 months after the halving. So that would be October-ish this year. We could see a new all-time high. Very interesting. Next chart, Bitcoin realized price. Now, Bitcoin realized price is 23,000, up from last month. The 2-year realized price is 32,000 and the 5-month realized price is 40,000. Bitcoin, of course, 42,000. So all these realized prices are going up and Bitcoin is above all of them. And that's a very bullish sign. We see that at the start of every bull market, that Bitcoin is above all those realized prices. They all go up and Bitcoin stays above. Sometimes it touches the 5. So these little dips, these little crashes during a bull market. Well, we know at the moment that's 40,000. So no guarantee again, but that might mean that Bitcoin will not go below 40K ever again. Next chart. Bitcoin realized return. So this is the coins that were sold last month in January. They were sold at a profit of about 24%. So that's green. And that's the 4th month in a row that coins are sold at a profit between 20 and 30%. And sellers are taking profit. No, they're selling at a profit. And that's a sign for a bull market to come. And that's what we're waiting for at the moment. We'll see realized returns of 40 to 60%. So we're still a bit below that, but it will be there. Next chart. Market cycles. We are still in the accumulation phase. Not much has changed there. We're hoping to see the red dot soon. That's the most frequently asked question on Twitter at the moment. When red dot? Well, I don't know exactly when, but I can see it when it's there. Usually it's after the halving, like here and here and here. That's always a little bit after the halving and just before a new all-time high. So the last all-time high was, of course, 61, a closing price, right? It was a 61 close of October. With the halving and knowing that, I would expect to see the next red dot in 3 to 6 months from here. So that's April to July range.